Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. I meant to do a save between videos, but we'll let this turn wrap up. Get the Flood Controller trait, Charismatic trait.
Your orders? Here's last month's balance.
Now we've got enough gold to build a new temple, castle thingy someplace.
Reporting in.
My training's paid off. I'm super awesome. Let's throw down a save. And check on Lita's grandma. See if Lita's grandma is pissed off about what happened. Because that was a cool fight. Like, especially when we got to the point where I knew we couldn't win. We were as close as we were going to get, but we couldn't win. Because I took out what was listed as a primary unit, thinking, oh, maybe if I do that, like, the others will be routed. No, it didn't happen. But still, it was fun to, like, okay, we've lost, crazy fucking charge. Oh, and Lita's grandma gave us, like, required loyalty one, so that's awesome. I don't think I'll get along too well with him. I think he seems okay. It's when you lose castles, that's right. We have a thing going on that's giving us our officers extra loyalty, but when we lose castles, it's a thing. So the Asakura are going to... Yeah, they're not going to just let us take that castle. They should be sending reinforcements. But right now... Oh man, I almost feel like sending Lethal down there to just be like, you know what, fuck you guys. We're not done. Toriyasu, yeah, we got Toriyama and Toriyasu here. It seems like they should be buddies. I will send them both, though. I was thinking I could just send one, because probably the Oda will send enough to take care of their own business with one unit's worth of support, but no. We'll send them both. And they will pass by Inuyama Castle, which means they will get resupplied. I was a little afraid of it. Tarataka Honda. See, it would be easy in the last Nobunaga's Ambition game I played to check on the officers from there. But in this game, I gotta go this way. So Tarataka, he would be in the T's. I should have... Tadataku Honda would be Tadakatsu's dad, probably, but I'm just curious to read about him. Boy, there's a lot of T names, aren't there? And T also stands for Pete. Tama, I'm always wondering what her deal is. Sekon Shima's youngest daughter. She's probably like next in line to be in the Samurai Warriors games just because she's a girl related to an already existing character, but that's our Takada retainer, one of the renowned Koyo commanders. I guess I wasn't as close as I thought. There's just so many... There we go. It's taking longer than I expected. Tadataka Honda, Matsudaira retainer, son of Tadakatsu. Oh, it's Tadakatsu's son. He fought for both the Kiyoyasu and the Hirotada, later while under Sensei Taigen's command. He attacked the Oda's Ansho castle and died from an arrow. Okay. So I guess he's Tadakatsu's son. I guess that would mean that Tadakatsu is around somewhere. Should know him when I see him. But apparently not. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's maybe Tadakatsu's grandfather was Tadakatsu, and the Tadakatsu that guy's the son of is a different Tadakatsu. I don't know. keep popping up here. There's nothing I can do until I get other stuff built. You know, I guess... No, I'm supposed to be building a fortress. That's what I said I was going to do. We've got Wakamiko up here is pulling in money and good stuff. This place... Oh, that's all. Wonderful idea. Can't do... can't use Grimmeth because he is occupied. Well... And they fortified that point. What does that mean? We're pretty hostile with the Hojo. Dosan Saito is pretty good at this stuff. Frox Sneelok, it's not an exciting thing for you to be doing, but it gives you something to talk about in the maintaining diplomatic ties with the Oda. I think originally I was going to come up here, but this is... Maybe this isn't as good an idea as I thought. Because, I thought I was getting all... I thought I'd be able to put one up here and get some more separation. Can't build it there because there's a tribe. And some of these other areas I think are just like outside of our sphere of control. I know I can build one here to aggravate Odawara Castle. And I also thought at one point that it seemed like we could build one like up here, maybe? Town won't thrive in terrain like this. Wonderful idea. So I could build one here. The thing to do would be to examine Wakamika, because that was a place that was like, we just built a castle. There wasn't one there. There's no particular reason to build one there. It's only got like 3 different levels of stuff, but 3 different places, but it's like it's producing 101 income and 3857 harvest. Like the question is, has this place paid for itself? And it's kind of hard to say. It's a big old castle. But with only those 3 little places, it's got like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's 3,000 troops that we can deploy that we wouldn't have otherwise. It's just hard to tell what's going to be a really great place for a fortress, because you think you've got all this clear land that's going to be useful, and then you can't expand nearly as far as you thought you could. Yeah, like Yoshihiko. If we just have a couple places right here by the water, it's going to be at least as good as these fortresses up here. Mino Ota? Like any of these would be good, actually. This seems like a really good spot now that I look at it. I don't know why Grimmeth isn't available here. But he is over here. He's too far away, I suppose. Where the hell is Grimmeth at, Alright, well, one thing we can do is, find where Grimmeth is and move him out of there. Have him start on a... Like, start expanding in the Oda zones. Okay. Yeah, he's still at Wakamiko. I guess that makes sense. He built it after all. Let's get some semi-unhappy asshole over here just because it keeps him away from the front line. And then we'll move Grimmeth temporarily to Inuyama Castle, but only so that on the next turn we can have him build a new castle out in that area. That takes us back to... Yeah, we never really advanced this place. It can build a foundry, except it'll never have enough crafts. Not even close. I think I've been waiting to see if a better facility will eventually become available here. So much labor not being spent. Well, we'll make more money in the meantime, so if the plan is to build something here, let's get improving those roads. Well, I'm really going to spend a lot of money right before I said I was going to... There's so much road stuff that you could be doing up here. That's just a ton. It's a shit ton. What am I doing? Spent all the money.
What would you like?
Here's what we're gonna do.
What would you like?
It's been a while. We've got so much food. We'll sell a whole bunch.
Thank you very much. What would you like?
Can even buy a treasure. Supplies and questions tome. We don't need treasures. Well, we'll hold on to the money. Okay. Yeah, because again, these people who are kind of not that happy are all people who are fairly new, who I think are going to get over not being a part of the clan and then be fine. So we're doing diplomacy with everyone I really care about doing diplomacy with, including the Imperial Court. They're like us or independents, right? Yeah. Oh, no, these guys, well, they'll side with us when we get rid of that clan and later in the story. Yeah, I don't really want to fight the Takeda for influence, so... I think we just have a bunch of... influence left to peddle. Damn it! The Matsudaira continue to attack, even though the their masters have been called off by a truce, but they are still going at it.
We're moving out, and we're winning this.
We march.
If
And
you
what
need me to.
What are you jerks? You're more Matsudaira. Okay. So the Imagawa won't attack. Now, I have to... It'll cost me a lot of diplomacy, but I can keep the Imagawa off their backs. And again, I'm hoping that they'll take Nagashima Castle. But they're in the middle of defending themselves from the Oda, or the Matsudaira, probably not. They're not going to give this one up without a fight, for sure.
Let's get going.
Yeah, you would be wise to slow down and let us join you before you engage, but they're going to take a beating before we get there. Picked up the fierce attack. Lita's grandma seems to be... Well, you already were a pretty fierce attacker, Lita's grandma. You led a doomed cavalry charge against superior forces and then lived to tell the tale. You're pretty badass.
Let us begin the meeting.
And you make a fine buy.
Reporting in.
Force of 3,000 fighting course of 5,000 and Gujo Hachiman were being pushed back.
Here's last month's balance.
Panic not lethal.
Reporting in.
Quite a few people have gathered at Katsurao Castle. Wakamiko Castle has finished development fully, just in time for me to have pulled Grimmeth away. All the training is paid off. That dude who looks kind of like Japanese Paul F. Tompkins has improved. Ronin are 200 lands. Okay. Sadayuki Etsuji. I've got a clean white out. He looks like Master Miller in a prior game. So yeah, you guys shouldn't have rushed in ahead. 505. I'm not seeing these numbers. You're saying we're fighting like 5,000. Okay, 25. Okay, I see it now. But that's before Toreyasu, the best friend of Toriyama, arrives, in which case we'll take the advantage. Probably take the castle. If the Oda survive, they get the castle. If they don't, I think we get the castle. Which is kind of my plan anyway. I think the Mitsudaira are going to get beaten back this time. The real issue now is that it's distracting the Oda from doing what I truly wanted them to do. See if we can order them to attack. Okay. If I can find a way to get them to attack this castle, that would be nice. But I'm not sure. If they attack it on my order, does it come to me? I am not real clear. We can expand Katsurao Castle. It's got a specialty. This has got a specialty. I always kind of forget what I do with these specialties. I know I could safely just build... Oh, lumber mill isn't helping with... Never mind. At some point I want to like get a cargoman somewhere where I can get arranged stuff around it. Specialty, I always forget which one I end up going with. No, that's not what I meant. I meant help. Castle Fair Trader, Special Fair Weaver. Special Fair, Gold Income, Population. I think that's the one I usually get. Gold Income. Don't remember what the other ones were. Castle Fair. Coin Exchange. Yeah, Special Fair. Population increases quickly. That's the one I want. And, sorry. Special Fair is only going to be available if I do... game. It's not telling me which of those it would be. Hopefully I'll be able to spot it from once I'm in this menu. No, I really am not sure. Alright, well I know I've got special fairs someplace. That's a town fair. I thought I wanted special fair. What the heck? Stop doing that! Okay. Makes the district suitable for crafts. That's a weird choice that I made. Resources. To commercial, special fair, and weaver to agriculture. So I'm going to want agriculture and special fair. Okay. Okay. It's better for agriculture anyway. Wonderful idea. This would be a fortress crafted by a master. It will be known by the land at large. Begin right away.
What would you like?
Got some fancy ass treasures. Including Japanese glossary. I feel like buying a Japanese glossary.
Thank you very much.
You are so stupid. But we've only got these people who still want a treasure at all. But let's hold on to them for new officers. Probably shouldn't have spent that money. It's okay. Spent most of our loot for the first time in a while.
Playtime's over.
Okay, like Lethal's up there defeating units while I'm waiting for everyone to get in a position before I take over. Are you going to be part of this? Or enough trust in the Imperial Court, so I'll stop diplomacy. Thank you, Uncle Baldo. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to... Oh. We couldn't fight before because the Oda unit was blocking us from entering. Well, we're still outnumbered because the Oda withdrew, but...
Let's go!
Kuno boss.
Acknowledged. Leave it to me.
Alright, let's just try to deal with those wimps first, and then swing our full power up against their main unit. I'm hoping their main unit stays put. They can be pretty sedentary in these
Let's go.
castle fights, yeah. I think we just fight them. I think I saved the tactics for when we're dealing with a more powerful unit.
Well then, let us be off.
Yes.
So now I'm getting annoyed. Because I'm getting attacked from two sides. Let's suck them in with tiger trap fighting. So we can't stop them. Yes, you can, Lethal. What are you doing? Yeah, pull them in.
Shall we do battle?
War Cry will help them a bit. But I don't think it'll be enough. Why are you... Oh, I should have had you doing melee. That was my fault. Because they get better at melee with Tiger Trap, but I still had them set for range, so that was me being dumb. That wasn't Lethal's fault.
Begin.
I hope this ends it.
Yamagishina is in over her head. The poor dear.
Let's pull back.
Leave it to me.
Let Lethal finish these guys off on his own. Because they are basically in more or less full retreat. Break them down now, he says, as he continues to kind of run.
Retreat.
Lethal's been whittled down. He'll now be the support unit.
What shall we do battle?
But I think we'll just stick with ranged.
Understood.
This is like a top guy in their clan, I think.
Is ready?
Yeah, this is like the head of their clan. So things are pretty rough. We need that to wear off.
With this.
Because we're doing pretty poorly against this guy at range, but once Lethal gets here, it'll help significantly. Matter of fact, I think what we want Lethal to do is go into melee range and use tiger hunting again. Although sometimes, didn't leave myself enough to do bond breaker. That would really be good here. Lethal might get wiped out. The Asakura really pushed back. But I wasn't planning to fight them until the Oda decided they wanted that.
Pull back.
Yeah, this isn't really going good at all.
Yes. You youngsters ready?
Confusion. Don't have enough left to do anything. So I'm losing this fight.
Begin.
To begin. Yeah, the Oda pulled us into this fight, which we're going to lose. But again, I'm going out with a cavalry charge. Toriyasu Amari is going to go out like a samurai. Outnumbered 10 to 1, he's charging.
You youngsters ready?
And he's going for the technician attack.
Pull back.
So again, 2 losses in as many videos. This is not going that great. Loss of unit lowered Nike's castle's popularity by 5. The main thing is that it doesn't look like anybody got captured. So we have Toriyama Rosario was routed, but he escaped. Toriyasu Amari was routed, but he escaped. The Oda pulled back from the fight that they asked us to go to. We've all but wiped out. Like, that was a big army they threw at us. They've only got about 1,500 troops left up there. And yeah, I would think they emptied their other castles to be part of that defense. Although, Asakurayama Castle still got plenty of troops. So maybe I just suck, but we were... I'm trying to help the Oda by knocking down Nagashima Castle. But it would take a pretty concerted effort on their part to take that castle, and I'm not sure if they're going to do it. And I threw away... It's going to take a while to recover all those troops. Because these were the cities that we marched out of, and they're all pretty much depleted now. So that didn't go according to plan. And it might be that I'm being too aggressive and I'm getting in too many fights.
We march.
But where are you going? You're probably heading up there to attack... Like, why aren't you guys attacking Nagashima Castle? Like, I intentionally used Rays instead. I could have encircled it and taken it for myself. I used Rays instead. Because I just figured this would be a really good city. For you guys. So I tried to knock down their walls. They can still come up here and win this castle, actually. Matter of fact, I should consider marching out of Inuyama Castle to assist. Grimmith Reaper and Vulture Bobo, come along, Bobo. You're both adjutants, though, to Masako Hayami.
We march.
So this is 2,400 troops. Well, I mean, I don't know if... Otherwise, I don't know if we actually fulfilled our obligation. But we're not leaving ourselves...
Let's march.
Uh-oh. Alright, where are you guys going? Are you guys heading for Inuyama Castle? It's got 11,500 hit points if they are. It actually can stand by itself. 5,000, 2,000. That's a lot of troops. Jeez. I'm paying a price for doing all this fighting. Are they just watching their border?
Let us begin the meeting. Here is last month's balance.
Spent a whole lot more than we made that time.
Reporting in.
Imperial Court trust is enough in diplomacy. Our training is paid off, by the way. I need to call it a video, but... I need to call it a video. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen here. The Oda... They're not... If they don't send anything more, and they might... These jerks might come to help. The real question is, what are you guys up to? Did you guys just march out because I did and you were worried I was attacking you? And are you now done? Because if you are, I can help them take Gujo Hachiman Castle, even though I wanted it for myself. I can help them take that and then head back for Inuyama Castle and just be content to try to build this base up. But if I keep having these mass battles of attrition like this, it's going to be bad news. I've gotten to the point now where I've got lots of troops, but I'm depleting the castles that are near the front. And you can't really... You spend a lot of food marching troops out of these castles to attack. That's what I need to do next time. Just have troops from faraway castles march all the way out and fight. And keep the castles on the front line full of guys. Jeez. I don't know what clan these guys are, but there's a whole lot of troops around, and none of them are with this clan. Anyway, so that session didn't go as swimmingly as I'd hoped. This idea of just attacking Nagashima Castle to soften it up, it's not working. It's repairing. It'll be fully repaired soon. The Oda didn't jump. Instead, they went after Gujo Hachiman Castle, which just led me into a fight with the Yasakura. They're going to take advantage of that eventually. But, yeah. Just not going quite the way that I would have liked. Well, you got to take the good and the bad in this game. I still think we're doing okay in the long run. Just had a couple of setbacks. And when we come back next time, we'll help the Oda to take... we'll have... like our undefeated champion of combat, Masako Hayami. She is leading Grimmeth and Bobo in battle, and I believe this one's going to go our way. Catch you guys next time.